Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This video isn't gonna really be a makeup video like the rest of them are. I will be doing my makeup, but it's basically like just sit here and get ready with me and let's chat about some of the stuff that I have in mind for upcoming videos and whatnot, because I'd like to kind of change my content a little bit, because so far it's been all makeup and it's not like I'm some sort of professional, just badass makeup artist. Not even close. One of the things that I'm really considering putting in are cooking recipes. Now, before you laugh at me, let me just tell you this. Before I met my husband, my cooking was horrible. I mean, like, I could make a couple things. I could make, God, what could I even make? I know I could make enchiladas. Probably not like traditional, because I just like made that recipe up. And there's one other thing. Oh, and I could make lasagna. So if you were dating me and I cooked for you, you're getting one of the two. Yeah, so when I met my husband, like, honest to God, not even exaggerating in the least bit, I knew on our first date. I knew. And so after that date, I got to work. I started actually looking up stuff on Pinterest, because I know we had been seeing each other for a couple months before he ever came over for the very first time. And so, of course, when he did come over, I wanted to make sure to impress him, because I wanted him to stick around. So not only did I cook, but I also like stepped up my home decor tenfold. So yeah, without going into like all the details of the beginnings of our relationship and blah blah blah, I'm making this video all about that because, I mean, you probably don't want to hear about that. If you do, let me know and I'll make a separate video. But anyway, yeah, there were certain recipes that I tried out in the beginning on him that he loved, and I still to this day make them, and so I kind of wanted to do a couple videos on those. Also, I'm thinking like travel vlogs, because, you know, despite what some may think, when I say I travel a good bit, I go some pretty cool places. I'm not lying, because why would I lie? That's stupid. In all honesty, I wish I would have known about travel vlogging back in 2007 when I took my first trip out of the country. Like, honestly, back in 2007, I don't even think phones really had cameras at that time. When I have to go somewhere and work, you know, one of the biggest misconceptions that I hear about travel is I always hear people say, I can't afford it, or they look at me like, how can you afford to do all this stuff? Because we've traveled my whole life, and so I'd kind of like, I think it'd be fun to do, you know, travel vlogs to kind of show people that they can afford it. I mean, I don't know what your budget is or your income or what you spend your money on, but I can show you how affordable it is. Oh my god, look at the staining left over from my video the other day. Yikes. It's so hard getting ready right now. See, I actually have 2 jobs. Not every day of the week, just like certain days I have to work 2 jobs. Travel costs money. One is during the day and the other one is at night. And it's really hard to find a makeup look that's versatile to both of them. One where I'm not having to redo it at the end of the day. You know, on top of 2 jobs, I also go to school, because I'm forever a student. I'm currently going for psychology, although I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with that. I just know that I find mental health fascinating. Now, where I find mental health fascinating, addiction, however, that's a whole other ballgame. Not a fan of that. Although I have a feeling that eventually that's going to have to be a video as well. But we'll just cross that bridge when we get to it. That is one thing I do not have time for in my life, is a lying addict. Moving on to a much better topic though. Okay, so that contest that I posted about, well, the giveaway, we won't call it contest, giveaway, that I posted a video about a couple weeks ago maybe. It has officially started for those of you who were inquiring. And if you head on over to some of my other social media accounts, which I'll post the links below, you can enter there as well, so that just like increases your chance. Because what I do with these is I pick them completely at random. So I go through and I check to see who all has, you know, followed the rules, and I write those names on pieces of paper and then draw a winner. The only reason that I don't use an app or a automatic generator thing is because I don't have that many yet. It's not to the point where I can't go through and do it the way that I do it. This go around, I'm going to be especially careful because I'm trying to think of how to say this without throwing shade. There have been winners in the past who didn't give two shits about makeup. Not one. Didn't wear it, never wore it, had no interest in it. They just entered anything and everything that said giveaway, contest, whatever, because they hoard free stuff, basically. And I want to make sure this time that whoever I send this huge box of awesomeness to appreciates it as much as I would. Because I don't find it very fair to those who entered it and like truly wanted it. Like, I work pretty hard on these giveaways. I really do. And if this kind of stuff doesn't interest you, please don't enter. Please make it fair to those who really do want it. Don't bring your hoarding shade to my contest. I don't know if you can hear my washing machine in the background, but oh my god, I put pillows in it. Whoops. Is there an easier way to put this on? The girl at Sephora warned me about this Huda palette. She said the little shimmers would spread all over my face, and I just thought she didn't know what she was doing. And yet here we are. Dang. Looks good for tonight. A little overkill for my day job. Okay, so some of the things I guess you can expect to see in the very near future will be cooking. There's a trip to New York City coming up in November, so Thanksgiving in New York. My daughter wants to go to Orlando for her 10th birthday, so I'll be putting that trip together. We're doing that one at the beginning of next year. So yeah, all kinds of fun, exciting, new stuff coming up. And if that kind of thing doesn't interest you, well, I'll make sure that I very clearly label those videos and make them obvious. That way, you know, they're not like clickbait and you don't come here for makeup and end up clicking on travel and you don't want to see travel. I'll make them obvious so that if you want to skip over those, you can. It's fine. Oh my god, that bronzer just went on so much darker than I wanted it to. I look like a clown. Thanks for getting ready with me. Oh my god, I'm gonna go and try and fix this